Good afternoon, madam. So today I'm going to present about chapter 5, which is halal logistics and retailing. Okay. Today, most companies outsource their logistics to a logistics service provider. The logistics service provider has become a key supply chain partner in extending halal integrity from the source to the point of consumer purchase. Although logistic activities and process can be outsourced, the responsibility of the halal integrity still lies with the brand owner. Failure to control the integrity of a halal supply chain by the brand owner will result in halal issues and potentially losing your license to operate and your halal certificate. Logistic service providers are experts in managing complex supply chain networks. As there are many halal certificates being used in the logistics industry, with few prescriptive halal logistics standards available, there is very little harmonization of halal control points and control measures in logistics. As the halal industry is moving from a product approach towards a halal supply chain approach, there is an evident demand for halal logistics service to support local, regional, and global halal supply chain. Logistics service Logistics service providers are experts in managing complex supply chain networks. They have specialized supply chain management system, control asset, and have logistic partners in all corners of the world. Even though a logistics service provider is halal certified, it is still essential for the brand owner to specify the level of segregation, communication specification, and other service requirements such as ritual cleaning. Okay, this is figure 5.1. It shows a classification of halal logistics service providers. Halal logistics service providers are based on two dimensions. First is supply chain activities versus supply chain process, and second is asset heavy versus non-asset based. Okay. Asset heavy supply chain activities are the halal warehouse, halal transport, and halal compliant, which is sea, air, and inland terminals. This organization have a halal assurance system in place to protect the halal integrity of cargo when using their assets. They can have dedicated halal assets, halal only warehouse or transport, designed halal asset in space and time, halal warehouse zone, halal container shipment from Jakarta to Rotterdam, or halal compliant sea, air, inland terminal where halal is properly segregated during the terminal process. In many countries, there are halal certified warehouse operators and transport over the years. There have been various halal seaport initiatives in the world. For example, in the Netherlands, Belgium, Spain, Malaysia, and Indonesia. With regard to airports, there are some air cargo handlers offering halal air cargo handling services, such as in Malaysia, for instance. Okay, first is the halal regional distribution center. It's defined a facility regional and global halal sourcing and distribution, as well as value-added logistic activities such as repacking, customization, and light processing, leveraging the halal brand of country. Leveraging the country's halal brand is possible by conducting light processing or repacking operation in country which has a strong halal reputation. Example, made in Saudi Arabia or packed in Saudi Arabia, as compared to conducting these activities in a country with a poor halal reputation or no halal regulation in place. Example, made in Europe or packed in Europe. Next is the halal third-party logistics service provider. It's a logistics service provider offering outsourced warehousing, transport, and supply chain management. The 3PL are the 3PL as regional or global operation with a quality management system and a halal assurance system that is standardized over the various countries. The 3PL is operational. This ensures that the halal integrity is kept intact for their clients, regional and global supply chain. Although initially championed by local logistics service providers, since the past year, various multinational 3PLs have obtained a halal certificate such as DB Schenker, DHL, Niche Corporation, and Nippon Express. Next is the Halal Supply Chain Control Tower. It's a non-asset based fourth-party logistics service provider for PL, providing real-time order planning, supply chain visibility, and exception management. The control tower focuses on the command and control of multi-enterprise halal supply chain network, optimizing across halal supply chain network and ensuring end-to-end halal integrity. Although non-asset based, the control tower is heavy, supported by advanced supply chain management system. Next is um, Next is Halal Warehouse. Halal Warehouse is a dedicated space for the storage and handling of goods and materials that are in compliance with Sharia. For cargo destined to predominantly Muslim countries, a Halal Warehouse needs to be a dedicated Halal Warehouse facility. Prefer level for cargo destined to non-Muslim countries, a halal warehouse can be limited to a halal zone within a general warehouse minimum level. Although a dedicated halal warehouse facility is easier to manage than a halal zone, this is not always economical in non-Muslim countries. Okay, so this is halal warehouse process. First is it starts from receiving, put away, storage, value-added logistics, cross-docking, order picking, and shipping. Figure 5.3 is based on halal warehouse process. Receiving is the one of the most critical halal control point in order to protect the halal integrity of a halal warehouse asset. Receiving is the first warehouse process and one of the most crucial. To perform the receiving process properly, the warehouse should be able to verify that it has received the right product in the right quantity, in the right condition, and at the right time. Put away is the second warehouse process and is the movement of goods from the receiving dock to the most optimal warehouse storage location. Third is storage. Storage is the warehouse process in which goods are placed into their most appropriate storage space. When done properly, the storage process fully maximizes the available space in your warehouse and increases the labor efficiency. Fourth is value-added logistics. Value-added logistics is the creation of a higher added value in the logistic chain. Every transport company can move products from A to B, but it's difficult to stand out with that in a market full of competition. Fifth, order picking. Order picking is the warehouse process that collects products in the warehouse to fulfill customer order. The sixth process is cross-docking, a distribution system of goods whereby goods are received directly at the warehouse or distribution center. Goods are not stored in the storage but are always ready to be shipped to the retail stores. Cross-docking requires harmony and rhythm between receiving and delivery activities. The last process is shipping. Shipping is the final warehouse process and the start of the journey of goods from the warehouse to the customer. Shipping is considered successful only if the right order is sought and loaded, is dispatched to the right customer, travels to the right transit mode, and is delivered safely on time. Okay, this is halal control points and control measure in halal warehouse. So there is two level, which is minimum level is for non-Muslim country, preferred level is for Muslim majority country. First, receiving based on minimum level, verification of halal status to freight documents and halal certificate, physical inspection of cargo and packaging for acceptance of goods, labeling of halal goods as halal supply chain if not present. For preferred level, verification of halal status through freight documents and halal certificate. Non-halal goods are not accepted to enter the halal warehouse facility. Physical inspection for freight and packaging for acceptance of halal goods. Second is put away process. Based on minimum level, label rejected halal goods based on possible damages, spoilage, breakage, contamination, theft, tampering, and etc. as rejected. Move rejected halal goods to quarantine area for further inspection. No mixing of halal with non-halal products on one pallet or load carrier. Move accepted goods to respective storage. VAL, which is value added level, intermediate buffer area. Label rejected based on preferred level. Label rejected halal good based on possible damages, spoilage, breakage, contaminated, tampering as rejected. Move rejected halal goods to quarantine area for further inspection. Move accepted halal goods to storage, value added logistic, intermediate buffer area. Third process is storage process. Based on minimum level, halal goods have a dedicated halal storage zone or halal racks. No mixing of halal with non-halal goods vertically. No mixing of halal with najis goods in the same cold room. For preferred level, it's not applicable. Fourth is value added logistics. Based on minimum level, halal goods have a dedicated value added logistic area. No combining of halal and non-halal stock keeping unit into a new stock keeping unit. No mixing of halal with non-halal products on one pallet or load carrier. For preferred level, is not applicable. Fifth is cross-docking process. Halal goods have a dedicated intermediate buffer area. No mixing of halal with non-halal products on one pallet or load carrier. Sixth is order picking process. No mixing of halal with non-halal product on one pallet or load carrier is based on minimum level. For shipping, based on minimum level, label halal supply chain, cargo sticker on halal goods, ensure halal supply chain is coded on freight documents and IT system for halal cargo, label halal supply chain, container or unit load, device, air cargo, pallet sticker only on halal, on designer halal container, unit load device or air cargo pallet. For preferred level, label halal supply chain cargo sticker on halal goods. Ensure halal supply chain is coded on freight documents and in IT system. Label halal supply chain container or unit load device air cargo pallet sticker on designer halal container or unit load device or air cargo pallet if not present. Okay. So next is halal transport process. Halal transport is the movement of material, parts, finished inventory by any modes of transport that are in compliance with Sharia. For cargo destined to predominantly Muslim countries, a designer halal transport is needed, preferred level where for cargo destined to non-Muslim country, mixing of halal and non-halal cargo is to a certain degree possible, minimum level. For halal compliant terminal is a sea, air or inland terminal where halal goods are segregated from non-halal goods in compliance with Sharia. The halal compliant terminal ensure there is physical segregation of halal cargo from non-halal cargo through the terminal process. Inspection is an important factor in terminals. It is conducted by an independent party from the terminal operator, such as customs, veterinary services, and other government agencies. Terminals like seaports and airports are national gateways where nationwide standardization of halal control points and control measures are of national interest. Okay. So, next is figure 5.4, halal transport processes. First is allocation of halal cargo to transport unit. Second is cleaning of transport. Third is loading in transport unit. Last is labeling and coding. Okay. So table 5.2 is a halal control points and control measure in halal transport. First is allocation of halal cargo to transport unit. Minimum level, halal cargo is allocated to a transport unit. Transport unit obtain halal supply chain status only in case of food transport. Container, unit load device, air cargo pallet becoming a designer halal transport. For preferred level, halal cargo is allocated to a transport. Transport obtain halal supply chain status becoming a designer halal transport. Second, 2A is a cleaning of transport, unit dry, unitized, cleaning according to a prevailing hygiene standard, cleaning according to a prevailing hygiene standard, ritual cleansing upon request of shipper. 2B is a cleaning of transport, dry bulk, cool chain, and halal livestock, cleaning according to prevailing hygiene standard, cleaning according to prevailing hygiene standard, ritual cleansing only when applicable to Islamic school of thought of destination country in case of an earlier surveyed najis or unknown previous shipment, ritual cleansing upon request of shipper. 3A. Loading in transport unit. No mixing of halal with non-halal bulk cargo. No mixing of halal with non-halal unitized products on one pallet or load carrier. No mixing of halal with non-halal bulk cargo. No mixing of halal with non-halal unitized goods in transport unit. 3B is loading in transport halal livestock. No mixing of halal with non-halal livestock. For preferred level, no mixing of halal with non-halal livestock. Fourth is labeling and coding. Label halal supply chain cargo sticker on halal goods. Ensure halal supply chain is coded on freight documents and ID system for halal cargo. Label halal supply chain container, unit load device, air cargo, pallet sticker only on designer halal container, unit load device, air cargo pallet. So for preferred level, label halal supply chain cargo sticker on halal goods. Ensure halal supply chain is coded on freight documents and ID system. Label halal supply chain container unit load device air cargo pallet sticker on designer halal container unit load device air cargo pallet. Okay, so figure 5.5 is halal compliant terminal process. Okay. Uh, Communication of halal status, halal transport, halal storage, livestock holding, and cargo inspection. So, Table 5.3 shows the halal control points and control measure in the halal compliance terminal process for minimum and preferred level. For communication of halal status, code halal supply chain, cargo status in IT system under special handling instruction, track halal certificate or halal cargo. Track can label halal supply chain, container, unit load device, air cargo pallet. Only for designer halal container, unit load device, air cargo pallet. For preferred level, code halal supply chain, cargo status in IT system, under special handling instruction, track halal certificate or halal cargo, track and label halal supply chain, container unit load device, air cargo pallet sticker for designing halal container unit load device, air cargo pallet if not present. Halal transport follow halal control points and control measure in halal transport according to minimum level. Follow halal control points and control measure in halal transport according to preferred level. Halal storage, halal goods have a designed halal storage zone or halal racks, no mixing of halal with non-halal goods vertically, no mixing of halal with seven najis goods in the same cold row. Livestock holding, no mixing of halal with non-halal livestock in quarantine area and holding yards. Cargo inspection, inspection of a halal cargo at designated halal inspection area. No mixing of halal products with non-halal products on pallet or load carrier at all times and under any conditions. The next is halal retailing business model can be differentiated based on halal exclusive retailer. The outlet offer halal products only. The halal category is designed to meet the specific needs and halal requirements of the local Muslim community. Second is halal segregated retailer. The outlet offer both halal and non-halal products which are clearly identified and physically segregated in zones, shelves, and or displays to address the contamination risk of contamination and perception issues. The halal category is designed to offer as much as possible a complete halal category to the mainstream Muslim consumer. Halal mixed retailer, the outlet offers both halal and non-halal products but are not clearly identified or physically segregated. The retailer does not recognize a halal category such as. That's all, madam, from me. Thank you.